I started working on this small YouTube channel in October of 2024, and this is what we turned it into now. It has gotten millions of views since we started, created hundreds of thousands of super fans, and also made hundreds of thousands of dollars in just the past 12 months. And no, we didn't use any hacks or special secrets or spam a bunch of shorts and cheated our way up there by doing that. It was actually this simple system that I've used time and time again to grow small YouTube channels into big channels as their YouTube strategist. So today, I'll share exactly what we did and what this system is so you can steal it and use it for yourself. And it all starts with explaining what kind of YouTube channel this is. So the Golden Kobe family is a dog rescue channel, meaning that we foster anxious, shot down, and forgotten dogs and hopefully find their forever home by rehabilitating them. And the owner, JJ, and I meet multiple times a week to this day to ensure that we keep up the growth for this channel. It's been an honor to work with them, and I cannot wait to show more of what we've done together and how you can learn from it as well. Now, why is it important to know what we do in this channel and how does it relate to you? Well, JJ and Ella, his wife, are actually super passionate dog owners. They have two dogs themselves, Kobe and Moki, and they love helping and rehabilitating dogs. And the reason why that is important to know is that it's their unfair advantage. You know, a lot of people think like, oh great, I want to make videos like that, but they forget that these people, JJ and Ella, have these rescue dogs in their home 24/7 until they get adopted. But they love it. They're passionate about it. And that is actually the first lesson before we get into the system. You need to make videos about something that you're absolutely passionate about. Because if you don't, the chances are pretty low that you'll make it into an actual career. And why? Well, because you'll probably give up before you actually even make it. Now, a lot of people say, I don't know my unfair advantages, or I don't have any unfair advantages. Well, let me tell you, everyone has unfair advantages. If you think you've thrown your life away by playing 10,000 hours of The Sims or World of Warcraft or whatever, you actually have a potential channel there. You probably know more about that game and the lore and how to actually be good at that game than 99.9% of people in the world. Just know you always have something to give. So what you need to do is figure out what those unfair advantages are. Now, let's get into the system. So this first part of the system is actually a part that will help your small channel grow way faster. And it's called evidence hacking. Once you have a channel that has like 20, 30 YouTube videos up there, you will probably start noticing patterns. And with patterns, I mean, you will probably see that some videos get a meaningful amount of views compared to the other videos. And that is a signal. And that's a signal you should chase. Just think of it this way. Let's say you're a gold digger and you're trying to find gold in this huge pit of sand. Once you find a tiny clump, the first one, you know that you might be close to something way bigger. So what does a good gold digger do? They actually dig more in that specific area. And that is how you should look at your YouTube videos as well. Once you see that you have a video on your channel that does like 5x the average in terms of views, there's gold in them hills. And you want to chase that gold. Essentially what you want to do in this part of the system is create evidence and use that evidence to kind of make a channel that is repeatable and predictable for your viewers. Now that doesn't mean make the same video over and over again. I mean in terms of topics. And I'll show you exactly how we did it on the Golden Kobe family. Take a look at the top 3 most popular videos on this channel. Do you see the pattern? Exactly. It's the same concept, it's the same type of thumbnail, and it is the same type of titling. These videos are predictable in terms of the packaging, so the title and thumbnail, but once inside, offer a different novel story. This way, when you upload a new video, you can make it easier for your viewers to actually understand, hey, I loved that video last time, this looks like a similar type of video. I want to click that again. Now, I'll reiterate this again because it's important. You do not want to make the same video over and over again. You want to be predictable in what you offer so that viewers actually can grow because they keep coming back. Now, to make your life a lot easier with this step, I actually made something for you and it's completely free. It is my viral video decision framework. And if you use this framework every time before you commit to making a video, you will see your chances of getting a viral video increase massively. And how do I know? Well, I've done it time and time again. And this is something that I've used over the past 12 years to perfect, to fine tune, and to make sure that it actually helps creators like you. Now, if you want it, you could just click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen right now, and I will send it to you completely free no strings attached. Now, the second part of this system is where it becomes really interesting, because this part makes or breaks if you can follow the same growth trajectory that we've had with the Golden Kobe family. Super fan cycle. When the Golden Kobe family channel and I started working together, they mentioned that they were struggling to convert some of these viewers into actual subscribers. Now, once we started implementing this part of the system, we quadrupled the amount of viewers that actually turned into subscribers. Now, a lot of people might say, well, subscribers don't mean anything anymore because people just watch what's in their home and their browse and suggest it, whatever. And that's true to a certain extent, because there is still one part what makes subscribers actually important. The reason why a subscription is still important now is different than it was 5 years ago. Years and years back, a subscription had way more weight in the algorithm. Now it doesn't as much, but it is still an endorsement from a viewer to be like, hey, I really enjoyed this video and this channel, I want to see more of it. So it's a massive positive signal for YouTube to be like, hey, once this channel uploads a new video, we might want to show it to them. So when viewers actually subscribe, it increases the weight in the algorithm to be like, hey, people really like this video, we should probably show their next video. And that creates a growing returning viewer base. And this is why that's important. When a growing amount of people subscribe and therefore return to your next videos, that is a massive signal to you to be like, hey, there's a lot more people like this, we should pull this video in front of them as well. So essentially what happens is that every time that people subscribe and they come back for a new video and that grows, you will get in front of a lot more new viewers that haven't seen you ever before. So how did I help the Golden Kobe family to quadruple the amount of subscriptions that they got every single month since we started working? Well, it's actually pretty simple, but a lot of people overcomplicate it. Instead of kind of disrupting your video and asking for viewers to subscribe to you, you want to make sure that it's like a little bit more part of the content. So what we did with the Golden Kobe family, for example, is try to ensure that the ask to subscribe is embedded in the content itself. You want to make sure that it's lighthearted, that it's a little joke, that it's not something that disrupts the whole flow of the video. Essentially, if you can make a viewer kind of laugh a little bit because of how you asked it, there's a bigger chance that they'll be like, you know what, why not? I'll subscribe. And talking about that, you know you want to do it. Click it. Lastly, this next part of the system ties everything together neatly and will actually help you make a channel that grows year over year and makes you some good money in the process. Longevity Q&A. Before you commit to making any new video on your channel, I need you to use this little filter to ensure that you're on the right path. Always ask yourself the following 3 questions. 1, does this video help my growth goals for the channel? 2, does this video help my business goals for the channel? And 3, does this video help my financial goals for the channel? If you always ask yourself these 3 questions, you will create a little rock in a big scale that will tip in your favor over time. This is not something you should do once. This is something that you should do before you commit to any new video. If you use this system and implement it every single time, you can do similar numbers to what we did with the Golden Kobe family. And this is not the only example I have. I'm actually planning on making another video about a channel that I've recently helped that was stuck at 30,000 subscribers and has grown to over 60,000 in just a few months and quadrupled their views every single month. Now, if you want to see that, leave a comment down below and like the video. But even when you implement this system, there are still ways you can absolutely sabotage your growth on YouTube. And some of these things are not as clear and easy to understand as you think. So if you are worried that even with this system, you're still doing things wrong, I made a video about that right here. Click it now and I'll see you there.